sky is still dark blue, your shadow by the door. Suitcase waiting quietly, like it's been here before. The clock says almost morning, but my heart says dawn. You're standing in the silence, and I know you won't. Your fingers brush my shoulder like you're memorizing skin. Before the light reveals we're not what we've been. If love is slipping through our hands before the day can start, let me hold you in the dark before we fall apart. Stay with me before the sunrise, before the truth shows in our eyes, before the morning makes it real, before we say what we both feel. Let me love you one last time before the sunrise takes what's mine. The streetlights flicker softly outside the window pane, like they're counting down to the coming pain. We used to greet the morning wrapped up in our dreams. Now the dawn feels colder than it seems. I hear your breath beside me, but it feels far away, like the night is fighting to make you stay. I don't want daylight to draw the line between your heart and mine. Stay with me before the sunrise, before goodbye wears no disguise, before the colors fill the sky, before I have to watch you try to walk away and leave me behind, before the sunrise changes our minds. Maybe if the night could last forever, we wouldn't have to break together. Because darkness hides what light makes clear, that love is fading and you're not here. Stay with me before the sunrise, before forever slowly dies, before the warmth turns into cold, before I'm left with what we told. If this is really our last embrace, let me feel your heartbeat before the sunrise. Don't let the morning come, don't let it shine. Stay in the dark just one more time before the sunrise. I wake up with your name heavy on my tongue, like loving you is something I've always done. I try to be a safe place, you're calm, you're true, but every time I reach for you, you slipped right through. I kept telling myself it's just a phase, but phases don't last for days and days. I gave you all my patience, all my life, but loving you feels like a fight. I'm tired of loving you Tired of loving you. You say you need your space, but I feel the space grow wide, like there's a whole world you're living outside. I used to count the hours till you'd come back home. Now I just count the ways I feel alone. Your touch feels distant, even when it's near, and I'm exhausted from hiding fear. Love shouldn't feel like chasing the wind or begging someone to let you in. I'm tired of loving you when it drains my soul. When I give you everything and you give me half a whole. Tired of loving you like I'm the only one still fighting for what we've begun. I deserve more than broken clues. I'm tired of loving you. Maybe walking away isn't giving up. Maybe it's choosing to be enough, because love should lift, not wear you thin, not make you lose where you've been. I'm tired of loving you, but I'm not weak, I'm just finally hearing what my heart speaks. Tired of loving you. Through tears and pride, I won't lose myself just to stay by your side. I loved you fully, that much is true, but I'm done breaking for you. I'm not angry, I'm just worn through from being the only one still loving you. There's a moment in the silence right before I breathe, where I almost feel you still here with me. A space between the seconds where time forgets to move, and I'm back in your arms with nothing left to lose. Your heartbeat used to echo steady next to mine. Now all I hear is emptiness, keeping time. It's in the quiet pauses where memories repeat. I still find you between heartbeats. You're still alive. In every fragile second I survive between heartbeats. I feel your touch, even though it hurts this much. In the space where love retreats, I still hear you between heartbeats. We used to fall asleep to the rhythm of our chest, counting every pulse like we were blessed. Now I lie awake alone, listen to the dark, trying to slowly ache inside my heart. I'm learning to stand even with him between our beats. I'm finding peace, letting the rhythm slowly release. One day your name won't repeat, but tonight you're here between heartbeats. One breath, one beat, you're still with me between heartbeats. Sometimes I wonder late at night when the world is quiet and still, if my heart would hurt less, if it never learned your thrill, if I never saw your smile across that crowded room. Would I be safer now, or just missing something new? Will you change the way I love, the way I breathe, the way I feel? Now I'm left with memories that don't know how to heal. Was it worth the fall, the tears I kept and wept? Would I be stronger now if we never met? If we never met, would I still believe in midnight talks and tangled sheets? If we never met, would my heart regret not knowing what it feels like to love like that? I don't know if I'd be better or just incomplete if we never met. You were my favorite chapter, even if it hurt. The softest kind of heaven mixed with losing words. I learned what passion feels like. I learned how fast it fades, how something so electric can slowly turn to gray. I carry all the lessons in the cracks you left. Sometimes I curse the day that we first met, but every scar reminds me of what we had, and maybe that's not all bad. If we never met, would I still dream of someone looking at me like I'm everything? If we never met, would I forget how deep a broken heart can get? Maybe I'd be safer without the threat, but I'd never know what we want. No, maybe love isn't measured by how long it stays. Maybe it's the way it changes all your days, even if it ends in tears you can't forget. Some people are forever, even if they're not. If we never met, I wouldn't feel this pain, but I wouldn't know sunshine after rain. If we never met, I'd be someone else, maybe less broken but less myself. So even though it hurts and I'm still upset, I don't regret that we met. and painful love can do. Sometimes I wonder late at night if we never know, if we never know. If we never sometimes our eyes, if we never know. Sometimes we didn't fall like lightning, didn't crash into the night. We were more like candlelight, soft and warm and bright. Your fingers traced my heartbeat like you had all the time. No rush, no wildfire, just your hand in mine. We built it up in whispers and glances held too long. A quiet kind of passion, slow but strong. But even steady flames can fade above and leave behind the smoke of slow burning love. It was slow burning love, deep under my skin. Not a sudden spark, but where fire begins. Slow burning love took its time, wrapped around your heart and wrapped around mine. Now I'm left with embers and the ache thereof from the ashes of slow burning love. We used to talk till sunrise about the lives we'd made, dreams rising in the dark with every just grew tired quietly inside your heart, and I kept feeding it with hope and trust. But even the strongest fires turned to dust. It was slow burning love, soft and sincere, but somewhere along the way you disappeared. Slow burning love didn't scream or shout, it just lost its warmth and flickered out. I tried to hold the glow from above, but you can't relate. Slow burning love. Maybe we mistook calm for forever. Maybe we thought time meant better, but love needs more than a steady flame. It needs two hearts to stay the same. It was slow burning love, and I gave it all. Every whispered dream, every rise and fall. Slow burning love still warms my scars, even though we've drifted far. One day I'll light a brighter flame, but I'll always remember our slow burning love. We were a wildfire, we were a glow, soft and steady. We were standing on a rooftop, thinking we could fly. You said love would hold us higher than the sky. We were fearless in the moment, hands locked tight. Didn't see the warning, your distant eyes. The city lights beneath us felt so small. I thought nothing could make us fall, but dreams don't always land the way we plan, and forever slip right through our hands. Now we're crashing down from what we used to be, from every whispered promise you made to me. Crashing down, no parachute, just broken pieces of the truth. We were flying so high, now I'm on the ground, trying to survive the sound of us crashing down. we're crashing down, but I'm still alive, even when it's hard to survive. Crashing down won't break me twice. I've learned the cost of loving blind. We soared like stars, but stars burn out, and now I'm healing from crashing down. We thought we could fly above the sound, but love feels different when it's crashing down. You pull me in like ocean waves, slow and deep and blue. I didn't fight the current, I let myself fall through. Your love felt like a tide that carried me away. I didn't see the storm clouds building in the gray. I gave you all my breathing, every fragile truth. Never thought I'd lose myself trying to love you. I thought your arms were safe like solid ground, but safety disappears when you start to drown. I drown in you. Every time I try to breathe, every memory pulls me underneath. Drowning you, no air, no shore. I keep reaching out, but there's nothing more. I gave you my heart without a clue that loving you would make me drown in you. You said we'd stay afloat no matter how it bends, but promises can sink when devotion ends. I kept swimming harder through the waves of doubt, while you were already finding your way out. I tasted salt and silence in every tear I cried, trying to hold on to what had already died. Love shouldn't feel like fighting for air, like screaming underwater, no one's there. I drown in you. In the middle of the night, lost in the echo of our last fight. Drowning you in the rescue line, still hoping somehow you would change your mind. But oceans don't listen to hearts that bleed, and I can't survive on what you don't need. Maybe I mistook death for forever. Maybe I thought strong and better, but even oceans have to let go of what sinks too low. Oh, what sinks too low. I drowned in you, but I'm still here, learning to rise above the fear. Drowning you wasn't my fate. Even broken waves can recreate. One day I'll love without feeling blue, and I won't lose myself trying to drown in you. I gave you my breath, that almost disappeared. Trying to drown in you. still fits like a glove. We used to dance in the kitchen, barefoot on the floor. Now I stand here listening, but you're not here anymore. Every lyric hits me like it knows the truth, that this might be the soundtrack to losing you. We were harmony and heartbeat, perfectly in tune. But even the sweetest music can end too soon. This is our final song, playing soft and slow. Every note a memory I can't let go. Our final song fading into the night, where we once sang forever under dim lights. I wish I could press repeat and make it all prolong, but love doesn't last like our final song. You said we'd always have this, no matter where we'd be. A distance grew between us like an off-key melody. I hear your voice in echoes in every refrain, but it doesn't sound the same through all this pain. We stopped singing together somewhere along the way. Now I'm left with silence where you used to stay. I try to fix the rhythm, try to make it strong, but you can't force harmony when the light is gone. This is our final song. No encore tonight, just a slow goodbye in fading light. Our final songs, soft and low, two hearts that once belonged. Now hold the chorus close even though it's gone, because we were once alive in our final song. If I could write a new ending, would you still sing with me? Or was this always how it had to be? Maybe some love stories are meant to end strong, with one last note in a final song. This is our final song, but I'm still standing here, even when the melody turns into tears. Our final song won't define the strength I'm finding in goodbye. One day I'll dance again to a different song, but I'll always remember where we belonged. The music fades, the lights grow dim, but part of me still sings with him. With him. The music fades. The music fades. years I've never seen, saying all the right words you should have said to me. Now you say you miss me, now you say you've changed, but where was all this feeling when I was in pain? I begged you for your attention, I cried for you to stay, but you only found your heart when I walked away. It's funny how you see my worth. Now that I'm gone, you hear my silence. Now that I've moved on, it's a little too late to love me right after all those lonely nights. A little too late to hold me tight when I was fighting for a light. You had your chance, you let it break. Now your I love you is a little too late. You say you couldn't see it, you didn't understand that every time you hurt me, I slipped from your hand. I waited for you to notice the cracks inside my smile, but you only cared after a while. Now you're calling at midnight, saying I'm the one, but I gave you my forever and you gave me none. I needed you then, not now, not after, when my tears turn into silent laughter. It's a little too late to rewrite the past, to promise me we'll make it last. A little too late to fix what's gone. I carried us for far too long. You're finally ready, but I had to break. And your love now is a little too late. Is a little too late. Maybe timing is everything, and maybe you learned what love can bring, but I can't go back to who I was just because you finally saw us. It's a little too late, but I forgive you still, because loving you was never a mistake. A little too late, but I found my strength. I won't go back just for comfort's sake. You lost me slowly while I stayed. Now I'm choosing me. It's a little too late. I needed you then, not after the break. You found your heart just a little too late. You called me your princess under city lights, said we'd have a castle far from lonely nights. You painted me a picture of forever in your eyes, but kingdoms built on promises can fall with pretty lies. I wore my heart like glass, believing every word. Thought love would be a story with a happy ending assured, but crowns can turn to dust and magic can fail. I was living in a broken fairy tale. It's a broken fairy tale. No prince, no throne, just a girl learning she's on her own. Broken fairy tale, the dream went kill. The once upon a time turned into a trail of tears and wishes I couldn't save. Love isn't always what the stories get. We danced like we were timeless, like nothing could go wrong. But the night came too quickly and the magic wasn't strong. Your kiss used to feel golden, like something heaven sent. Now it's just a memory of what it meant. The carriage turned to silence, the stars fell from the sky, and I'm left here wondering why. Maybe I believed too easily that love would rescue me. It's a broken fairy tale where dreams don't stay, where promises fade away. Broken fairy tale where the shattered spell, no happily ever after to tell. Held on to forever, but it slipped through my veil. Now I'm waking up from a broken fairy tale. Maybe I don't need a calm all night. Maybe I'll find my own light. These fairy tales don't define the stripe inside this heart of mine. It's a broken fairy tale, but I survived even when the magic died. Broken fairy tale, why you hold me back? I'm strong enough of every crack. One day I'll write a different tale, but I won't forget this broken fairy tale. Once upon a time, I believe, but real love is more than dreams. I smile when they ask me if I'm doing okay. I learned how to fake it in the light of day. I keep my voice steady, I keep my head high, but nobody sees what I hide inside. Your name still trembles on the edge of my lips, but I swallow the truth before it slips. I don't fall apart where anyone can see. I save all the breaking for when I'm alone with me. I'm crying in silence behind closed doors, falling to pieces on bedroom floors. Crying in silence, no one knows how deep the ache really goes. I wear my strength like a shield of defiance, but I'm barely breathing picture's still there on the side of my bed. I turn it face down, but it lives in my head. I replay the moment you walked away, like maybe I missed something to make you stay. The house feels louder when it's just me. Every empty corner reminds me. They think I'm healing, they think I'm strong, but they don't hear the midnight song. I'm crying in silence under dim lights, drowning in memories of better nights. Crying in silence, tears on my sleeve, trying to learn how to let you leave. No screaming, no riot, just quiet compliance, breaking my heart, crying in silence. Maybe one day the tears won't fall, maybe your name won't hurt at all, but tonight the truth is loud and violent. Even when I'm crying in silence, I'm crying in silence, but I'm still here, facing the dark without you near. Crying in silence won't last forever, even shattered hearts meant together. One day I'll smile with real defiance, but tonight I'm healing, crying in silence. No one hears it, no one sees how loud heartbreak can be in silence. There's a nail still in the wall where your picture used to hang. A faded square of sunlight, now it doesn't look the same. I took down all the memories, but they're still in this place. Every corner whispers the outline of your face. Dust settles where we once stood, laughing in the dark. Now all that's left between us is an echo and a mark. I try to clear the evidence, erase the names, but you can't repay. Empty frames on these bedroom walls, holding ghosts of what we call love forever in brighter days. Now all I see are empty frames. I took the pictures down, but nothing changed. My heart still hangs in but my heart still lives in empty frames. You don't live here anymore, but you never really left. You're in the quiet corners of every single breath. I try to clear the memories like smoke out of a room, but every thought of you still blooms. Your voice is in the silence, your shadow in the light. You visit me in flashes every single night. I tell myself it's over, I say I'll be fine, but you don't stay in my arms. You stay in my mind. You stay in my mind like a song on repeat. Every word you whispered still echoes in me. Stay in my mind even when I try to bury your name and let it die. I let you go, but I still find you didn't leave, you just stay in my mind. I walk past all the places where we used to stand and feel your ghostly fingers brushing my hand. I laugh with friends in daylight like I moved on, but when the night gets honest, you're never gone. I close my eyes to rest, but dreams rewind to the version of you that was once mine. I wish my heart would draw the line between what's real and what's in my mind. You stay in my mind like unfinished lines, like a love that paused between the signs. Stay in my mind, soft but loud, and every tear I cry out, I try to escape, but I always find you didn't leave, you just stay in my mind. You didn't leave, you just stay in my mind. Maybe one day the memories will fade and I won't feel the space you made, but right now your love still intertwines with every corner of my mind. You stay in my mind, but I'm still strong. Even when the nights feel long, stay in my mind till I'm free, till loving you stops haunting me. One day your name won't be confined hardest part. You left without a reason, no final words to say, just a quiet kind of leaving, and an empty space to face. No slam door, no letter, no truth I could hold, just questions in the silence and a heart gone cold. I keep replaying moments, trying to find the sign of when you stop being mine. You didn't give me answers, you didn't give me time. You just walked away and left me behind. Now I'm lost without closure, drowning in what if, holding on to pieces of what we used to live. Lost without closure, no ending to the story, just a fading memory of your arms around me. You took your love away, but left the exposure. Now I'm wandering alone, lost without closure. I texted, are you okay? You never replied, like our whole forever just quietly died. I search for explanations in every late night thought, but silence is the only thing I got. It's hard to heal a wound that was never explained, hard to close a chapter with no final page. You say nothing's wrong, but nothing feels right. You vanished in the daylight like we were just a night. Now I'm lost without closure, can't make sense of the fall, trying to build strength with nothing at all. Lost without closure, no truth to defend, just a sudden goodbye with no real end. I'm stuck in between love and exposure, trying to breathe, lost without closure. Maybe someday you'll tell me why you chose silence instead of goodbye. But even if you never say a word, I'll have to find healing without being heard. I was lost without closure, but I found my way. Even without answers, I survived the day. Lost without closure, still standing strong, learning that silence doesn't mean I was wrong. You left without reason, without composure, but I won't stay broken. Lost without closure, no goodbye, no explanation. We used to talk for hours, now we barely speak. Your voice feels like an echo, growing weaker every week. You sit right next to me, but somehow feel so far, like we're two different oceans under separate stars. I reach across the distance, but you don't feel the same. We're holding on to nothing but the memory of a flame. I feel you slipping through my hands like sand, like plans. We're drifting away, slowly, day by day. No fight, no blame, just fading gray. Drifting away without a sound. 1 minute in love, next losing ground. I'm watching us float out to sea, and there's nothing left of you and me. You used to look at me like I was home. Now your eyes wander like you're already gone. We still say I love you, but it feels rehearsed, like we're scared to admit who changed first. I keep trying harder, you pull back more, standing in the middle of a closing door. I don't know when it began, but I can feel it slipping again. We're drifting away like tides at night, pulled by forces out of sight. Drifting away, trying to pretend that we're not close to the end. I wanna swim back to the start, but you've already left my heart. If I called your name, would you turn around, or are we too far gone to be found? Maybe love doesn't break with fire and flame. Maybe it fades without an end. We're drifting away, but I'm still here, holding on to every tear. Drifting away was never the plan, but I can't force you to stand. I'll let the current carry me free, even if it means no more we didn't crash, we didn't scream, we just slipped like a fading dream, drifting away. Drifting away. There was no storm that night, no shattered glass or cries, just your suitcase by the doorway and distance in your eyes. You said it almost gently, like you were afraid to try, as if speaking any louder would make it harder to deny. Stood there in the hallway, heart racing, hands at my side, watching love slip silently, with nowhere left to hide. No final fight, no last amen, just the slow release of your hand. It was a quiet goodbye that hurt the most. No screaming in the dark, just the absence of hope. The quiet goodbye, soft but deep, the kind of ending that steals your sleep. You didn't slam the door, you just let it close and left me alone with what we chose. The clock kept ticking softly, like nothing even changed, but everything felt different in the space your body claimed. Your coffee cup still on the sink, your jacket on the chair, little ghosts of love still everywhere. I wanted you to fight for us, to give me one more try, but you chose the calmest way to say goodbye. I would have handled anger, I would have faced a lie, but silence cuts deeper than a loud goodbye. It was the quiet goodbye, no waste of voice, just two broken hearts and a choice. The quiet goodbye with trembling breath, like loving me was too much to confess. You walked away slowly without asking why, and that's how we ended, in a quiet goodbye. If you had shouted, maybe I'd feel less small. If you had blamed me, at least I'd know it all. But you left me guessing with no reply, and questions echo after goodbye. It was the quiet goodbye, but I survived even when love didn't stay alive. The quiet goodbye still lingers near, and every shadow and every tear. One day it won't hurt to remember why, but tonight I'm healing from a quiet goodbye. No storm, no fight, just you fading from sight. The quiet goodbye. Your voice is just a faint echo in the back of my mind, like a song I used to know, but can't fully find. I hear you in the quiet, between the midnight hours, in the silence of the room, in the dying flowers. You used to fill the spaces with laughter and with light. Now all I have is whispers fading in the night. I try to turn the volume down, but it won't let go. You're not here in my arms, just a faint echo. You're a faint echo of what we used to be. too far, just a distant sound inside my heart. Your footsteps in the memory still walk across my floor, but when I open up my eyes, you're not there anymore. The words you left unspoken still hang in the air, like questions without answers that nobody can repair. I try to drown you out with music loud and low, but heartbreak has a way of keeping echoes. Time was supposed to heal me, but time moves slow. When love becomes a faint echo, you're a faint echo in my chest, the ghost of love I can't forget. Faint echo, soft but strong, lingering even when you're gone. I'm learning how to let you go, even when you're still a faint echo. Maybe one day you'll disappear from every shadow and every tear. Maybe my heart will finally know how to quiet a fading echo. You're a faint echo, but I'm still here, finding strength through every tear. Faint echo won't last forever, even distant sounds fade together. One day I'll hear my own heart's flow instead of you as a faint echo. Your voice so low, not here, just a faint echo. We say we're done and we call again. Promise it's the last time, but it never ends. You pull me close then push away. We break at night and fix by day. I know this pattern, I know this pain, but somehow I keep pressing play again. We say goodbye, then we retreat right back to love on repeat. It's love on repeat, round and round. We build it up, tear it down. Love on repeat, same old lines. I need you, I changed my mind. We know the ending before we speak, but we still fall for love on repeat. You say you miss me when I walk away, but when I'm with you, you hesitate. I cry, you apologize, we hold each other tight, but nothing really changes after the fight. It feels like deja vu every time we meet. Different day, same heartbeat. We're stuck inside this bittersweet loop of broken love on repeat. It's love on repeat. Familiar pain, kissing in sunshine, crying in rain. Love on repeat. We can't escape. love on repeat. But I want more than slammed hearts and closing doors. Love on repeat has worn me thin. I can't keep losing just to win. I deserve a love that's steady and sweet, not a broken rhythm on repeat. Saying goodbye, same heartbeat. Why does it feel like love on repeat? You kissed me like you meant it on an ordinary night. To see you in the morning, everything felt right. No cracks in the mirror, no storm in the sky, no hint that forever was about to die. I woke up to your absence, cold sheets, empty space, a silence screaming louder than the look on your face. No goodbye, no fight, no final call, just love disappearing like nothing at all. You were gone without warning, no sign, no clue. One minute you were mine, and the next I lost you. Gone without warning, like a light cut off. No time to prepare, no time to be strong. I'm standing in the wreckage of a love still forming, trying to breathe since you left without warning. Your toothbrush still beside mine, your jacket on the chair, little pieces of you still everywhere. I check my phone in panic, waiting for a lie, something to explain why. But silence keeps replying with nothing I can hold, and questions feel colder than the truth untold. How do you heal when there's no goodbye? How do you move on when you don't know why? You were gone without warning, no tearful scene, no final chapter, no in between. Gone without warning, left me in doubt, still loving someone who walked out. I'm replaying every moment, searching for a sign of when you stop being mine. If I had known it was the end, I would have held you again and again. But you chose silence over truth and left me here missing you. You were gone without warning, but I survived. Even when love didn't survive. Gone without warning taught me to see that closure isn't given, it's found in me. One day this pain won't feel so stormy, but I'll never forget being left without warning. No goodbye, no explanation, just a heart in devastation. Gone without warning. It's the quiet in between, where the sky turns blue. Not quite night, not quite gone. That's when I think of you. The city's holding its breath, street lights start to glow, and all the things I buried begin to overflow. Your name tastes like regret on my trembling tongue. Every I'm fine, I told myself, comes undone. There's something about this often true. It pulls the hidden out of you. These blue-out confessions I whisper to the sky, all the things I never said before you said goodbye. Blue-out confessions, drenched in fading light. I miss you most between day and night, when the world is quiet and defenses fall. That's when I admit I still feel it all. I walk past our old cafe, shadows long and thin. I swear I see your silhouette just stepping in. The wind feels colder now. Maybe it's just me trying to rewrite our history. I thought I was stronger in the daylight view, but dust makes it harder not to call you. I keep pretending I've moved on, but honesty lives, it does glow. These blue-out confessions slip through my hands, all the broken promises, all the almost plans. Blue-out confessions, soft but deep. You're the secret I still keep. I tell the fading sky, but I can't tell you that part of my heart still beats blue. If I could send you thoughts with the setting sun, would you feel them when night has begun? Or are we just memories in different directions, two hearts lost in confessions? These blue-out confessions won't last forever. Even aching hearts heal together. Blue-out confessions.